Hello, everyone. Welcome to Virtual Offline Podcast. Hello. I'm here with myself, Jammy Jam, KK, Fulfamit, and Striker Sly.
Striker.
Riker
Shrieker. Hello, everyone. Hello.
Hello. And today, we'll be talking about our very, very first Lil Babby conventions. Recently, for myself, I used to go to conventions all the time, and during the pandemic, obviously I have not gone to any conventions at all. I really missed them, so I thought today we could talk about our very, very first conventions. I'm trying to think. I don't remember years necessarily, what year it was, but I was pretty young my very first convention. I think I was 12 or 13. I think.
Now we're talking specifically anime or some kind of fan fan convention, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, an anime convention or a fan con. Doesn't have to be big. It could be smaller. Or even an expo. A fan expo.
A setting
but
where
not
people of like-minded get together.
Yeah.
People who like the same thing.
I think it was 12 or 13. It was our local city convention, so it was pretty small. And I went with my cousins. My cousins originally got me into anime, actually. And then we cosplayed together at the time, but they don't do any of that anymore, and I'm just the family weeb now.
The weeb that never goes away.
It's true. How old were you two?
I caught the weeb and I can't get rid of it.
The ick.
Oh my god, the weeb got on me. It won't wash off.
Maybe you could use the dog poo soap. Reference to another episode, Korea episodes. Check it out.
Check it out up there. No.
Check it out on our channel. Thank you.
Thanks,
but yeah, I was pretty young. I don't know about you two. Were you youngins when you went to your very first con?
I was in high school, and I went to one of the biggest conventions in Canada for anime.
Oh snap!
I went to Anime North. Spent the whole day there, did the full experience, did cosplay. It was pretty cool. I guess we'll talk about it more in a moment, but yeah, that's mine. I had a really good one.
You did? Was it overwhelming to go to a big one at first, or were you
great.
wow, you were in amazement?
It was great. I've seen everyone in costume, and there was huge lines. There was these merch stores. We stayed in a hotel, and oh wait,
what?
I might have been drinking age, actually. It was just after high school, now I think about it, because that was the day, that was the time, that was the trip where I had 10 double Long Islands at the hotel bar.
At the same day?
In one sitting.
In one sitting.
That is not responsible.
Fofa, did you die?
And then apparently I came back. I just walked in normal, and then they're just Fofa, hi Fofa, and then all of a sudden I just collapsed on the floor. I'm
oh my
Pocky. and then because we were in the merch, we were in the vendor area, and I bought Giant Pocky, and apparently I was taking out Giant Pocky and be like, you get Pocky. You get
oh my god.
Everyone gets Pocky. And then apparently after that I spent the whole night clinging to someone in their bed the whole night. I just bear gripped them and then let go.
That sounds like every day for me. It's torture.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so they just slept there like that. They just this is my life now.
Oh, I actually have a funny story about a convention, sharing a bed with somebody. if we're okay with a little side story. It happened at a con. Okay, so I shared a bed with my friend at the convention. He was wearing a kigurumi, for short. If anyone doesn't know, it's like a onesie with a low crotch. They're really cute, though. They're really cute. Anyways, so this is important to the story.
Wait, sorry. Low as in baggy, not low as in revealing.
Yes.
Just for people who don't know what a kigu is, picture will be on the screen.
Picture here. So this friend wakes up in the middle of the night, sees shadowy arm across chest, and goes, "Oh, that's so nice. Jamie has cuddled up to me." Looks at me, sees both my hands are next to my face. Looks down again. It is the arm of the onesie across his chest. Wakes up in the morning, tells me the story. I die laughing.
Oh, Jamie's cuddled. Wait, that's just me.
That's just my pajamas.
My pajamas cuddled me all night.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I mean, like, if we're talking about like sharing a bed, it's not my first convention, but it was like Jamie and I, we went to Anime North with a bunch of people, and I had to share a bed with our friend who we had to sleep. We had the couch bed, I think it was that time. And I don't like being cuddled, but she big spooned me the whole night. And like Fofa said, bear grip. Like, I was being bear gripped by this other individual. Gimme, you know who you are. Like, big spoon. And I'm sitting there like trying to escape. She steals all the covers.
She always does.
She stole all the pillows. She was literally gripping me with the grip of death. And I did not get a very comfortable sleep.
No. The first rule of sleeping next to Gimme is throw a separate blanket on her.
Put a big barrier between the two of you.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's a lot of conventions. You kind of like, if you're staying over, you stay over with a bunch of people to kind of save money and save like, you know, so you've got like a crap ton of people all in one room.
And you want to make sure you like those people. And
it's not always the greatest.
I remember I wanted to kill you guys a little bit that trip. I'm not gonna lie. Not specifically Sly, but you as a group. You cut your wig hair in the bathroom and you made a big old mess, and I was mad. I was so mad at you guys. Little shits. Little poopers.
You know what? Yeah, sorry about that.
Wow, it makes my mind seem so tame in comparison.
Yeah, Fofa's so nice, handing out Pocky and just passes out and snuggles.
Versus we cut a wig and left all the hair on the floor of the bathroom because we didn't have time to clean it out.
Fruit peels and apple cores just sitting on a bed, and I'm like, what the hell is this?
Who did that? That wasn't us.
Probably Gimme.
We didn't do that.
Yeah, we just like went out in the convention and we ate out all the time. Like, that's all we did. And
I'll
like,
just say that we did not have money to eat out all the time. We had one fancy dinner, and the rest we literally ate Tim Hortons every single meal.
Yeah, basically.
Because it was right there by the convention. We didn't have time or money to go get fancy meals. And most of the time, like, the big restaurants were all booked solid.
Yeah, super busy. It's really bad, but I remember one of my very first early conventions, I spent, like, the whole weekend just eating, like, I had, like, one main meal a day, and the rest of the day I was just eating Reese's peanut butter cups. Just living off of that anime energy and Reese's peanut butter cups.
Okay, so I got a story. So this is all my stories are from this one convention because we went there for the full 3 days and we got the full experience. We literally like spent like from the beginning of the schedule to the end of the schedule, like every day we did everything. So one of these friends, this is the friend that I bear hugged the whole night. And so one night there was a dance hall party.
Right?
That was
a rave?
Yeah. So we're
The
like,
anime
none of us, it was
rave.
the end of the day. None of us wanted to go in. She was the only one that wanted to go in. And let me tell you what happened. She spent like maybe like about 5 minutes trying to convince us to go in. We didn't go in. So she's like, we'll wait outside. And so she went in. 2 minutes later, she came back out. Actually, not even 2 minutes, maybe like 1 minute later. She came back out. So she entered dry. And then she exited like someone just dunked her with a bucket of water. And we're like, what happened? And she's like, I walked in and then everything was fine. And then this giant guy just came up to me and started dancing. And so much sweat was just spraying everywhere. I'm like, and we're like, so you're covered in sweat? And she's like, yes, I need to go shower now.
No.
But you know what happens? I think she went, I can't remember. I think she went back inside instead.
What a trooper.
Yeah.
What a trooper.
Gross. That's nasty. That's nasty.
Oh,
Oh
and
my
then
gosh.
another friend. So my friend's sister. Let's say instead of eating, she might have just been she was dressed as what's his name from Naruto? With the Byakugan?
Neji?
Neji. She was dressed as Neji. She made out with a lot of people. A lot of Sasuke's.
Ow.
And I'm just like, I didn't know.
Neji X Sasuke
Yeah.
yaoi fanfic. No thanks.
And there's so many pictures and
No.
everything too. I'm just like, it was a good time though. I learned a lot about myself, about the community, and about my friends.
I mean, like my first con experience, I was late. I guess I feel like I was very late to the anime community. You know what I mean? Like, I liked, like we talked about this in our like our second episode about anime and whatever. But I was very late to the game. I think my first convention was like I was in university. I was in my fourth year, maybe I think my fourth year. Maybe my third or fourth year. I can't remember. And I mean, the only reason I don't even know, I had joined the anime club and I was like, they're like, oh, we have a convention. I'm like, okay. And then I was part of I ran a few panels. I didn't even go as an attendee. I ran panels and I was part of the Maid Cafe. Do you remember that? I think Jam,
Yeah.
I was part of the Maid Cafe. I ran panels. I helped with stuff.
I didn't know that was your very first convention.
Yeah. So I was in a Maid Cafe and we danced and that was really terrible. And that video is somewhere hiding on the internet.
Oh God, does that exist?
It exists.
Oh
yes.
my God, I didn't even know
We
that
have a particular
exists.
friend who took a video and haunts me with it every year.
Oh.
Every year. They're like, hey Sly, remember that time you were
Oh,
in a Maid
no.
Cafe with your pigtails and how cute you were? I have a video. I'm like, like, get out. But I think like my first con as an attendee would have been after that convention. I forced my parents to take me to Fan Expo.
Mm.
And my mom wore a Green Lantern shirt. I dressed up as I was cosplaying as Clear from Dramatical Murder because that's what I had done in the one that I was volunteering at, right? That one. So I dressed up as Clear from Dramatical Murder, and it was a lot of fun. It was really hot. It was 35 degrees outside or something like that. And I was in like a coat with a chest binder and a long sleeve shirt
a
and
wig.
pants and wigs and
Boots.
and a
Oh my
scarf.
gosh.
And I was like, and my mom had to and this is like, I was just new to cosplay, but that was my first convention, the first cosplay I ever made, and the first cosplay I ever like really technically wore. You know what I mean? Like I made that. Like they took forever to make those pants. Like making pants is no joke, people. It's not good. It's not fun. Don't ever make pants for your first cosplay.
It's not good.
And I forced my mom to help me like try to get my chest binder on, so we're in the bathroom struggling to pull it over. And mom's like, "Why do you need this?" And for those who don't know, I am well built in the chest area. So this chest binder was like trying to squeeze into it. And my mom's like, "I don't think it's going to fit, sweetie." And I'm like, "It's gonna fit." And I'm like, like forcing it on. I'll tell you, I have never felt such sweet relief trying one as I took that off at the end of the night. Such sweet relief. I would say that was my first one. First real convention as somebody who was attending, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Rather than volunteering and whatnot. So, yeah. I mean, it was fun. I enjoyed it. I plan to go back. So,
yeah.
Now that I'm back in country.
So interesting. I for some reason thought that both of you had been to cons when you were younger as well, but I was pretty young. I went with my fam, and we all cosplayed Naruto together. Did you know that, Sly?
I didn't know that, but it makes me so happy. Naruto is the best.
Yeah. So at that point in time, it was really hard to get wigs or like cosplay stuff in general. You had to go to like a party store and get that quality of wigs. So like at the time, it was kind of like, okay, well, we'll just cosplay what, like, I have ginger hair, so I'll cosplay Karin from Naruto, but her hair is it's red, not ginger. My cousin did Sakura, and we sprayed her hair with the pink, like, Halloween spray.
Oh, no.
Because she was blonde. And my other cousin cosplayed Inu. And that's what we did. And we made the costumes ourselves. I probably have a photo of it somewhere. We made, like, the socks and the shirts. And oh, my gosh. Yep, me and my cousins cosplayed Naruto. Our very first convention.
That's awesome. So good.
Sofa, did you cosplay?
I've cosplayed since high school. I don't do cosplay as much anymore, but I used to cosplay for Halloween. Like, not like, but like actual cosplay. So like, would do like I think in like grade 10, I did Hawkeye from. So a couple people that I knew in high school were really into Full Metal Alchemist. So we got together and we're like, let's do cosplay from Full Metal Alchemist for Halloween as a last hurrah.
Hooray!
So like a bunch of us got together to do that, and we all made our own cosplays. And I was Hawkeye from Full Metal Alchemist. The one, the one that has no powers with the pew pew gun.
Yeah.
The pew 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 pew.
Yeah. And then I got more, and I did cosplay with when I went to, did I do a cosplay at Anime North? I don't think I did when I went. But then I did more, I got back into cosplay when I met some other people. And then we went to a smaller convention after that.
Is this the one that I helped you sew?
Maybe.
Oh.
I needed help because I didn't have time.
And at the same time, I was trying to work on a wig that is still sitting in my closet that was never finished because it was god awful.
/ I wasn't making something that was meant for cosplay. I was making something that was authentic to how it's made originally.
Oof. Oof. I think like we've all, like, I know Jam has done a lot of cosplays.
It's true. You have.
It's true. It's true.
Does your community know about your cosplaying career?
Not to the full extent. They know that I like cosplay, but like, because I used to go under a different name in cosplay, right? And yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't keep that name when you branded yourself on Twitch.
Yeah.
Well,
I won't say it, but
yeah, the name was hard to say and hard to look up. And
but that makes it
people
better.
always said it wrong.
Oh.
And everyone calls me Jammy anyways, to begin
true.
with.
That's true.
Even people that I knew from cosplay. So it was kind of just like, I already changed my everything to Jammy, even with cosplay before. It wasn't just like, oh, I'm not cosplaying as much anymore. This is my VTuber thing. It was like, no, I just became Jammy Jam KK after I let go of the old name.
So when I first started watching, like, you and I know each other in real life, but when I was watching your Twitch, like, you did cosplay content, almost exclusively cosplay content.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I remember you working on a pair of boots.
Yeah. I'd like to do that again. I've gotten some stuff to, like, set up that stuff, but it's so much more work. My very first cosplay is really funny, actually. It was before I went to conventions. And I decided, me and my two friends, 3 of us together, decided to cosplay at school. We cosplayed at school as Death Note. I crosplayed as L. And hilarity ensued because it was, okay, for one, it was bad, okay? All right? Let's just put this out there. Let's put it out there in the world. First cosplay was not very good. I'm pretty sure me and my cousin styled my L wig with, like, dippity doo, which, like, you don't style synthetic wigs with product made for real hair. It doesn't work. Dippity don't. And then my friend cosplayed Light and my other friend cosplayed Misa. We had a substitute teacher that day, and she got mad at me and my friend for talking. She's like, "You boys in the back, you stop that." It was like, it was so funny. And then my friend wanted to try out for the girls' baseball team, and she was in her Light crossplay, and they're like, "This is the girls' tryouts." Oh, yeah.
Did she actually get to try out, though? Dippity don't.
Dippity don't.
That was the only time I ever, like, cosplayed at school, though.
But it's not the only time you ever crossplayed, because
no,
I have seen you crossplay before.
Yeah,
okay,
that's true.
Mr. Valentine, I see you.
I did send Sly funny pictures of my crossplay. I tried to crossplay Ida, like, from My Hero not that long ago, and I looked like Harry Potter, and I thought it was so funny. I was like, I should be Drag King Harry Potter and make all of my, like, drag performances Harry Potter themed.
See, okay, so it's not that it's not that Jimmy's bad at crosplaying. It's just that Jimmy is so
I have a baby face.
It's very cute. Very silly.
All my features are very round. Like, I have very round, big eyes, and, like, when I do crossplay, I look like a little baby. Trying to look like a mean man.
I'm just, like, imagining, like, a bodybuilder with, like, a baby's face. Like an actual baby's face.
Oh my gosh.
You want some of this? Do you even lift, bro?
Yes. Exactly. Exactly.
It's adorable, though. I mean, like, I really like to crossplay. I rarely cosplay as, like, female characters. It's very rare for me to do that. I don't know why.
Because all your favorite animes are shonens.
They're all boy. Yeah. They're all boy characters that I like. But I mean, you could do like gender bend and stuff like that, right? Like a lot of people go to conventions and do gender bend cosplays of whatever character.
And get creative.
Yeah. When you went to you went to Anime North Fofa, you said you were there for like 3 days, right? Like, what else did you do? Like, what panels did you go to?
Didn't go on any panels.
Just wandered.
Yeah.
Anime North is parking lot con for anyone who doesn't know. Explored.
Went to some of the meetups. So I approached one of the artists in the artist alley, and I wanted to get a commission of something super silly. So I went up to an artist. I'm like, hey, one that I like their drawings. I'm like, hey, can I commission you to do some art? And they're like, oh yeah, sure. It's like, what are you looking for? It's like, I want Domokun, but like big, like Godzilla, and trampling through Tokyo and destroying it. And they just looked at me and they're just like, that's the most amazing thing I've ever heard. Okay. And then I'm like, okay, great. And it's like, and they're like, be back at this time. I'm like, or later. I'm like, okay. So I came back and they're like, here you go. And I'm just like, how much do I owe you? And they're like, no, it's for free. And I'm like, what? And they're like, I just enjoyed it. There you go. And I'm like, oh, okay. Thank you.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Oh, and then I saw all the discount cosplay there, and they're really bad.
Yeah, conventions have changed quite a bit. I remember there always used to be like the very discount cosplays and like even the dealer's room back in the day. Back in the day. But you were so excited to just see the merch. Yeah. But now if you saw what was back there at the time, you'd be like, oh god. the knockoff merch.
I've gotten less interested in the in the vendor section, because like most of the time I'm just like, so now that like I'm old and wise, I'm like, they were really ripping us off for that Pocky, weren't they?
$6
that Pocky you gave out.
Domine. Oh my god. I remember being at Anime North and being so thirsty and like cosplaying all day, and I was like, I'm so thirsty. And I was like, Ramune, must get $7. There's nowhere else to go.
Yeah.
Convention, poor people. Convention.
Well, it's because like the problem is like I think because the vendors have to pay so much money to be there, right?
Yeah.
/ they want to make a profit, so they're like, bottled water.
And
$5.
The weebs will pay.
The weebs will pay.
Always.
They'll always pay the ultimate price. 500% markup.
It's funny you say you didn't go to any panels, because now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think I remember really any panels either. I remember sitting in the anime watch room though, because like the time it was like,
oh yeah,
wow,
I did the same thing.
That's so cool. Anime on the big screen.
I went to a Yaomushi pedal panel because I really like Yao pedal, and I went to the panel, and the person who was running the panel is actually a cosplayer that I really, really liked at the time. I won't name them, but nonetheless, they were dressing up as one of the characters from Yao pedal, and I was like, oh man, I have to go and see them, because I was like, 1, obsessed with the cosplayer, and 2, obsessed with the character. Right? So I was like, I had to go. So I went and listened, and it was cool. They were talking about Yao pedal, they were talking about the characters and whatever. It was all right. And then I went to a Danganronpa murder mystery panel. It was like they reenacted like a murder mystery, and like you as the audience had to like solve the crime.
That's interesting.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was really
fun.
cool.
I kind of wish I went to some panels now. Like now I'm thinking about it, whereas like, what did I go to? Like you said, the viewing rooms, like that's where I'm like, oh, Uran Ice Cool Host Club, great.
Other than that, like that was just the one convention. The one that like I went to with my family, I can't even remember what we did. I think we just walked around and like saw stuff because there's so much to see at Fan Expo. It's more than just anime. It's like I really like Western comics, like the American style comics. So I saw a lot of Batman stuff because I like Batman. So like there was like, I would say like the Batman like cars, we'll put it simply, Batman cars. My dad and I saw that kind of stuff. We saw a lot of other cosplayers. We took a lot of pictures. We went and looked at the artist room. I think the artist room is like one of the big things that like kind of draws people in. Like I loved going in to see like comic book artists working on something, and like we would stand and watch, and you know, my dad loves to talk to people, so he would always like interact with them and chat, and he's like, oh, so how long have you been doing this for? You know, let me hear your life story while you work on stuff. Yeah,
That's so true. There is so many like cool artists at Fan Expo specifically. Their dealer's room is like, or their artist alley room is huge.
yeah.
Huge.
I'm curious what it's going to be like in the next coming years, like post-COVID. I'm curious how it's all going to be set up, like what kind of things you're going to see. Is it going to be as packed? Because that convention is so big.
Yeah.
It's so many people all
I feel
squished
like
together.
they're gonna have to spread it out and
Yeah.
limit the amount of people for at least the next foreseeable bit.
Future, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, not gonna really miss the shoulder to shoulder interaction of Fan Expo.
No.
I remember going through that convention with like a cosplay that had shoulder armor, and every step just people bumping into the shoulder armor. And it
It's
wasn't
like-
even big shoulder armor.
Gosh.
There's the bridge, right? Like, I don't know if you guys have
Yeah.
ever been there, but there's the
Yes.
bridge in between the two sections, and that bridge is packed. Always packed. Like, they're just lined up, and it's so sweaty in there because it usually takes place in August, and it's hot.
Oh,
and
yeah.
everyone's sweating, and it's stinky. And, like, it was awful.
Oh, and everyone's in cosplay, and most people
Yep.
don't like. Most people make their own cosplay, or they buy the cheap cosplay, so it's made of non-breathable material. That's why I was so insistent when I made my Uruka cosplay to have it made of cotton,
The expensive
Smart.
kind. Yep.
because I knew, one, it's gonna last. Two, when I wear it, it's so breathable, because cotton.
It was a nice cosplay too, though. Like, it was very airy.
Yeah.
Very comfortable.
Yeah. Because like
I
my first cosplay was not comfortable.
No. No, you said it was like jacket, boots, pants.
Jacket, long sleeve, button up, jacket, boots, scarf. Why? Because that's just, I don't know. Yeah. The next year wasn't so bad though. I mean, like the ones that we did, we've planned a few cosplays together. And most of them never work out.
Yeah, I was about to just say, did we ever actually do something that ended up like we ended up doing it together?
I was invited to your cosplay of like thing for a convention, and I had to watch that terrible anime so I could get a better feel of what I would be cosplaying.
And then everyone left.
And
the
then
room.
everyone left, including you, Jamie.
Yes, Jimmy. Actually, I was still there, Fofa. I still had the outfit.
Including you, Jamie.
Wait. Which one was this?
A certain idol group of boys.
Oh. Yeah.
I had the whole outfit.
Let's bring it
I
back.
prepared
Let's
for
bring it back.
I don't have
You
it
had the
anymore.
outfit? You had it?
Yeah. I
Really?
prepared. I was ready. And then everyone's like,
You-
I don't want to do it anymore.
I don't
leave.
remember you ever saying you were ready.
Yeah,
I did.
she did.
One.
Because
Are you ready? Two. Are you ready?
Three.
Are
Are you ready?
Da, da. Doki doki da na 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 senpai senpai.
Oh. Speaking of, no.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Poor Fofa. I'm sorry, Fofa. I didn't know.
But to be fair, I think at that time we didn't really know each other.
No. No.
But it was your fault.
I don't even think I knew which character I was going to do at that point either.
We had a list and it fell apart. One person left. I'm not going to name names. Somebody left and they were like the center of the group.
Oh.
And then once that person left, you were like, I don't remember. Wee. Bye-bye.
Honestly,
See you later.
it's so hard. I think in my whole cosplay career, there's only been one time where a big group has worked out with every single person involved. One time.
You know
And
what,
also,
though?
the funny thing about that group is I was added like 2 weeks before the convention as a last minute person and made the costume in like the last 2 weeks before the con as a replacement for somebody.
Which one was that one?
It was cheerleader Idol Master.
Idol Master. I was going to say,
Yeah.
I remember that one.
Yeah. The one time our like full group came through.
At
I
one
think,
point.
I think if I ever do another convention where I cosplay, I would make sure that I do it incognito, like Adam Savage style. So like my face would be completely cut. Oh, that's how I could do TwitchCon. If I ever go to TwitchCon, I'm gonna do it that way. So like, it's a full cosplay. So but that like they can't tell who you are or what you look like. Cause like, so just imagine like I did full cosplay, just like full plate mail armor with like the mask down, right? Or I went in a spacesuit and like you can't see because it has like the reflective like whatever, right?
Among Us.
Among Us.
Mongoose.
Full imposter.
That would actually be really easy to do because like you just get one of those big inflatable suits, right? Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do.
That would be good. But now everyone knows.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, but there's tons of people that do that. That's the
You should
thing.
do the wacky
That's true.
inflatable tube man.
That's true.
And I'll probably just speak with a voice modulator or just not speak at all.
Wow.
And then I'll use my alt account badge, one of my 3 accounts.
Yeah, I'm really curious actually at like post pandemic, like because with like the big VTuber boom and stuff, like do you think VTubers are gonna go to cons and like they're gonna be like,
Wait, that's already happening though.
yeah, that's
Because
true, right?
I looked at like, so I'm bringing in Fan Expo again because it's in Canada and it's something that I'm familiar with. I know that there are HoloLive English girls going to Fan Expo as guests. Now, whether or not they're going to like cam in on like a TV and like run a panel
Yes.
as a guest,
That's
I
how
would
it works.
assume that's, yeah. So that's, I do see them as like actual anime guests. Like when you go on the website, it shows that. And I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I know that there was a convention recently. I don't know where it was, but I also saw that there was another VTuber character on a screen doing a panel.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yes, the same company that does Fan Expo did a convention earlier this year on the West Coast. I can't remember exactly where, but they had the other girls in HoloLive,
Right.
and that's how they did it.
Interesting.
On the screen, like
Right.
I would like to attend a convention like that. I think that'd be
That'd
nice.
be interesting. Well, should just get those robots that have the TVs on them and that drive around, and that's how everyone goes to conventions nowadays.
Well, like, since I'd be using a motion capture suit, I could have, you know what I actually really want? If I were to attend a convention, like IRL, as a VTuber, I would want one of the, what are those called? Boston Dynamics spot robots, like the 4-legged dog looking one. And then I'd just be controlling that.
Nice.
That would be fun.
future.
Future.
And then people would be like, Fofa, may I get a picture with
And
you?
you're like, The dog.
Yeah, because you could like stick a laptop on top of it, right?
And it won't fall. Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Yeah.
The Boston Dynamic dog. What is that actually called though? It's not Boston Dynamic anymore. They sold it, didn't they?
It's still Boston Dynamics. That's what they're known as.
I think the dog is called Spot.
Yeah.
Right? Like Spot the dog.
Yeah, it's still
Yeah.
Boston Dynamics.
We'll link the video. Or we'll link the website.
Oh, actually, what I'm gonna do is I'll link the new video that they did of the robots doing like dancing. Pretty cool.
Nice. I think one of like my fondest memories from I guess the conventions that I have gone to, there's a few. I'm trying to think of like the best memory, the fondest memory. But I did really have a good time when we all went together. We all like hung out in the same room and like we all chilled and had a good time. And I think the best was our last day of cosplaying, and it was you, myself, and Gimme Jam when we did our little group. It was Gimmy's outfit. That's the best memory I have. Because Gimmy's butt was just right there.
Yes.
I mean, like though that to me that was a fun time. I mean, we didn't have the best cosplays. Like we were kind of a little bit messy, and it was a long day, and we had a lot going on, but it was nice, you know.
It was nice. For context, we cosplayed No Game No Life, and Gimme cosplayed Steph, but like the version where she doesn't have like pants.
The dog version.
I'm pretty sure because she just didn't finish, or like
she didn't finish. No, remember I had to sew on the fur to her towel, her covering.
Oh my gosh. Yep.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. I think like trying to fit in so much cosplay in one weekend was
too much.
Hard.
Ambitious.
It was so hard. Yeah.
Just having
one
the
on
one
Friday,
cosplay.
2 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday, and we were like go 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 go, and I was like
Yes. That was something I learned very early on, and I remember because so like for me, I would be like, oh, I want to do these cosplays, but like if I don't finish, if like it's not done the day before, I'm not staying up all night the night before the convention and being sad and grumpy all weekend, because me and sleep, I need to get my sleep or else I'm grumpy as heck.
Meanwhile, we stayed up till 4 a.m.
Yes, you guys were like, oh, we're gonna stay up. I was like, no, I'm sorry, but I'm not doing that. I give up on this. I will go with the backup.
You know,
and then
I think my next cool cosplay, I want to cosplay. Okay, this is really bad. My next cool cosplay, it's gonna cost a lot of money.
Oh.
Ooh.
Probably $1,000 for just some of the parts.
Why so expensive?
Is it a secret? What is it?
Because I want it to have its own personal air conditioning unit.
Ooh.
And I know how to do it. Yes. I want to make a spacesuit.
Ooh.
Why?
Because it's cool. Why not? Because if you have a full spacesuit, right? Then you can make your own. Yeah. See, exactly.
Oh, I want to go. Oh, wait. If we go as Space Brothers, I know who I would cosplay as.
So I would wear the spacesuit, and because it's a full spacesuit that you can make, you have so much extra space. So basically, you just get like a portable air conditioner unit, like the smallest one you can find. Strap it to your back, and like you'll be holding something, or you can put it on the bottom and just have like one of those like camping battery things that are meant to last for a few days. Boom.
And I'm super looking forward to it because I really like sci-fi. Outside of the anime realm of things, I'm not going for anime. I'm going for my sci-fi.
Yes.
No one understands.
Hey,
Trek people.
I just want to cosplay. To be honest, I'm like, oh my god,
I want to go for
to a
Star
place
Trek
and
and for
cosplay?
Doctor Who
And cosplay.
But I haven't cosplayed in so long. All of my cosplay stuff
Cosplay.
is in Korea.
Yeah.
It was in Korea, now it's on the boat. Conventions in Korea, I feel like that's a whole nother like topic we could talk about, because it's like it's so different than here.
Yeah.
So different.
Yeah, I wanna go one day, and I wanna hear your stories.
We should have a we'll make another video. If you are interested in seeing a video about Korean conventions, let us know in the comments down below.
Let us know.
Give us
Because
the
we've been to
heads
a
up.
lot of Korean conventions.
Yes, a lot. Almost every other month they have them, so we went a lot.
And many different kinds.
True. Let us know if you want to hear about it.
I do. I want to know.
Well.
I would love to go to Otaku-thon with you too. Just
Where
because
is
I
that
want to
one?
go to Montreal and eat food.
Ooh,
Nom
Montreal.
nom.
Are they reopening most of the conventions now?
No,
I feel like
not in Canada. All of them have been canceled pretty much. I think because
Ooh.
our restrictions are a lot higher.
yeah.
Like the amount of people you can have inside in an event.
I mean, safety first, right?
Mm-hmm. But now
And
that
Canada's
people...
vote did show that people care more about safety
Mm-hmm.
than
That's right.
not wearing a mask.
Though, yes, we're all looking forward to when conventions are safe enough to attend again, and we can all go and maybe cosplay Utapri, right, Fofa? Right,
No.
Fofa?
Never again.
That ship has sailed.
It's
Now
gone.
the spaceship has landed. I get it.
Done.
Thanks
No
for
more.
watching today. Make sure to check out our other videos where we talk about Korea, talk
And
about
other stuff.
all the other things, and let us
And
know if you want to hear
sure-
more convention stories in the future.
And make sure
Or
to like
if you
and
just wanna-
subscribe.
Or if you just want to hear, you can check out the link below and listen to the audio only versions.
That's right. If you don't want to see our beautiful faces, you can check us out. Yeah. And, let us know about your first time going to a convention. What was your experience like? Where did you go? What did you do? Did you cosplay? Look forward to hearing from you. Check us out on Twitter too. Don't forget.
Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. See you.
Bye.